When a player starts a new season, I want them to feel like we've been able to kind of recapture the magic of like week 1 of Marathon launch. Everything is new. You don't know what's valuable yet. That feeling of discovery is going to be exciting and kind of push you to new stories and new journeys along your seasonal progression.
The core thing we think about is how is that journey going to be interesting and fresh, and how is it going to provide players different choices?
I think it's going to be a really exciting time for people to sort of like chart a new course and sort of like finding their own new path.
The narrative theme of Season 2 is escalation. The UESC is tired of getting pushed around by the runners, and they're fighting back. As their opposition escalates, so too does the anomaly. One of your jobs is to find out why.
From the first moment you infill on Nightmarsh, you're gonna feel tension.
It is oppressive, unsettling. The creepiness factor gets ratcheted up.
This body's been here for years.
As night falls, the anomaly intensifies and digital psychosis hallucinations start to affect you. Confusing, fragmented vocals and messages that really start to play with what the player is hearing and making them question what's in their head versus in the real world.
Upon landing in Nightmarsh, all players will have an equipped flashlight by default.
Nightmarsh is this interesting counterplay of, do I go to the places where there is light and kind of comfort and safety? But doing so makes you a lot more visible to people who are hiding in the dark.
When you are in those shadows, you want to have equipment that allows you to see in the dark using your cybernetic eyes.
We really leaned into LiDAR as kind of our mechanic for runners to navigate in the dark.
Once you start accumulating these tools and upgrading your loadout to be specifically tailored to fighting on Nightmarsh, you're going to become far more powerful.
One thing we saw resonate with players from maps like Outpost was the way you could work your way through the map and earn access to treasure. That's the core principle of what we're looking to do on Nightmarsh.
Players have kind of seen that there are maybe elevators or staircases up to something that has been closed off, and in Season 2, you're going to gain access to that space.
This is the observation deck and science lab where the UESC has been studying the anomaly. That's going to be one of the most heavily guarded areas of the map.
In there, it's going to be juicy loot.
Ultimately, the real test of mastery on Nightmarsh is, can you get into Upper Complex and can you raid that UESC treasure room up there?
In Season 2, Sentinel is a new defensive shell.
They're optimized for controlling space. You have all these different tools that you're able to deploy into the world to fortify an area and keep others out. You're able to put down this defender system that shoots down grenades out of the air. Whenever you take explosive damage, that's going to be a big buff to a bunch of your resistances. And additionally, when you're surrounded by enemies, your small arms are going to have increased reload speed and ready speed. Players are getting really good at gap closing and getting right in your face. But now with Sentinel, you throw down a snare mine, and whenever anybody gets close to it, they're stopped in their tracks.
You have an ability to be able to track. They literally will slide up from their sleeve and get a heads-up display.
Snare set.
Whenever anything is moving around, they're going to show up as a little blip. And that allows you to know where your threats are coming from, deploy all your tools, and give the information you need to effectively defend your area.
The seasonal reef set allows us to change the journey of the things that you're going to care about.
Just because you experienced it in Season 1 doesn't mean it's going to play out the same way in Season 2. We are taking a holistic look at every mod in the game, every mag, every optic, every chip, and seeing where they sit, what people like about them, which ones people don't like.
We're flipping implants on their head. Now an implant is going to be perk first, stats second. You look at the name of the implant, and that's what the perk is. That's what it does.
We're also going in and changing the rarity and the drop rate of some of these things. So a weapon you maybe got real used to seeing in Season 1, you might find a little less often in Season 2, and you're going to have to form a relationship with a new old reliable. There are going to be 2 new weapons being added to the sandbox. First one is the KKV. It's a small arms SMG with an integrated suppressor, and it is excellent at just mowing down anything immediately right in front of you. Shotgun rushers, watch out. The second gun is the D54 battle pistol. It comes with an integrated red dot optic. We really see this as an excellent 1v1 strafe dueling weapon. You know, things are going crazy. Put that sniper back on your back and just pop out the D54 battle pistol and you are just ready to go.
In Season 2, everyone gets this fresh start, and they have a chance to go back through that journey from zero to hero.
It allows us as designers to look at what we did and say, hey, how could we do this better?
We've taken a look at a lot of our contracts, like in a single run, heavy traversal. I know everyone loves going from bio to field maintenance. How do we still keep the magic, but just remove some of those frustrations where it feels like you're throwing yourself against the wall? We're looking at things like material costs and how you're earning faction reputation, how you're earning it as a solo, how you're earning it as a crew. One of our big goals is that most Marathon players can actually max out their faction upgrades and get to VIP ranks.
You're our ticket, our dead of night infiltrator.
What we're really ultimately looking to do is make it so we're alleviating all of those challenges that might be blocking you from continuing to grow inside of the game.
In Season 1, everything was tied to faction upgrades. If you want extra melee damage, you were having to rank up Arachne. With the Cradle, you get a single screen with all the runner shell stats, and you're able to pick how you're distributing points. Cradle XP comes from smashing down gear that you don't care about. You can batch, select a whole bunch of stuff, turn it into Cradle XP, and now you've got more stats for your runners.
If you want to be the fastest runner on Tau Ceti, you can just go all in on agility right from the start.
And we're not gonna penalize you for wanting to reset. If you wanna pull all your stats out of one and put it into something else, you can.
That system is going to give players, I think, a lot more freedom to pick and choose how and what they want to upgrade than the faction upgrade system offered previously.
As we're continuing to build seasons in the future, not just Season 2, but Season 3 and Season 4, we're going to keep hammering at how do we make it so everyone really appreciates that survival journey better.
What can we improve? How can we shift this experience to just be cool or just be more fun?
I want to be able to have our game be this launching point into a whole bunch of different experiences and stories that players can have.
That's sort of where it's leading to, is sort of how do we discover new frontiers for that gameplay.